Looking for a tool that makes heavy lifting easier? Check out EZG Manufacturing's lifters. These lifters make moving heavy stuff much easier. The basic model helps you lift 75 pounds, while the stronger one handles 240 pounds. They have a T-shaped handle that helps you keep tiles and other items level while moving them. For heavier loads, there's an H-shaped handle, so two workers can lift together. Each lifter comes with special grips made with comfy memory foam. I've got a money-saving hack that'll make your saw blades feel brand new. Clean blades are happy blades. When you're cutting soft wood, sticky resin and sawdust love to get stuck between the teeth. That's where BLADECLEAN makes life easier. It's a tool that quickly cleans blades up to 12 inches wide. A lot of people say it's one of the fastest cleaning tools out there. The best part? You won't waste time sharpening blades that just need cleaning. Sometimes a blade seems dull, but it's actually just dirty. Makita's caulking guns have a really clever feature. When you let go of the trigger, the sealant stops right away. No more drips. You can control exactly how much sealant comes out using both the trigger and a control dial. And they're light enough to use all day. The DCG-180Z model only weighs about 5 pounds. The best part? These guns work with everything: cartridges, tubes, or powder sealants. At $266, it's a solid choice for anyone who does a lot of caulking work. Good to know. Clean the nozzle with mineral spirits after each use to keep your gun working smoothly. This clever tool switches between a sturdy workbench and a rolling cart whenever you need it. As a bench, the wooden top is big enough for most projects, 42 by 22 inches, and holds up to 400 pounds of tools and materials. Flip it into cart mode, and you've got a wheeled helper that moves 300 pounds with ease on its 10-inch wheels. This battery-powered sweeper works everywhere, from your home to busy work sites. What makes it special? It's got 2 adjustable brushes that pick up everything from tiny dust to bigger stuff like wood chips, empty cans, and even pine cones. Pretty impressive for its size. The battery keeps going for over 3 hours on one charge, so you can clean without rushing. The clear 4.5-gallon bin lets you see when it's time to empty, and the whole thing is just 1.7 feet wide. When you start a construction project, you've got to clear everything: rocks, bushes, and trees. Moving rocks is pretty straightforward, but those stubborn plants? That's usually the tough part. That's where this $85 tool comes in handy. The brush grubber is super simple to use. Just attach it to your truck or tractor, grab onto the bush or small tree you want to remove, and let your vehicle do all the hard work. The best part? It pulls out the whole plant, roots and all. No more dealing with stumps or roots growing back later. If the ground is really dry, water the area the day before. Wet soil makes it much easier to pull out the entire root system. This is the DEPSTECH DS300SE borescope, a clever little inspection camera that can help. It's like having a detective's eye that can peek almost anywhere: inside engines, through air conditioning units, or down drain pipes. The camera is super thin, about as wide as a pencil, and sits on the end of a flexible tube that can reach up to 16 feet. Everything you see gets shown on a clear 4.3-inch color screen, with 3 brightness settings so you can see well in any lighting. Did you know Bosch isn't just about power tools and dishwashers? They're actually the biggest car parts maker in the world, and they even work on healthcare products. Speaking of cool Bosch stuff, they've made something special for construction sites: a rugged music system that can handle tough conditions. It's got 4 speakers plus a subwoofer for deep bass, and you can play music through Bluetooth, an aux cable, or just tune into FM radio. The best part? It uses the same 18-volt batteries as other Bosch tools, so you don't need to buy special ones. Though heads up, at $550 without batteries, it's not cheap. Think your wood might be rotting? Here's a tool that helps you know for sure: the IML-RESI. This clever device attaches to your drill and turns it into a wood testing powerhouse. It checks how healthy wood is in trees, bridges, and playground equipment by measuring its strength. You can test spots up to 20 inches deep, and one battery charge lets you check about 50 different places. This $25 sharpening tool might seem simple, but it's pretty impressive. It's got 3 different blades that can handle all your cutting tools, whether you're sharpening garden shears, axes, or your kitchen knives. The blades are made with super strong materials like tungsten, carbide, and diamond, so they'll keep working for ages. Plus, the bright orange handle means you'll never waste time hunting for it in your messy toolbox. Run your finger along the back of the blade you're sharpening. If you feel a burr, tiny metal edge, that means you're sharpening at the right angle. Are you tired of measuring twice and still getting your cuts wrong? Well, I've got something that'll change your workshop game forever. Let me introduce you to the Saw Gauge 2.0. This isn't just another measuring tool. It's like having a master carpenter guiding your every cut. It works with literally any saw you've got in your shop, whether it's American, European, or Chinese made. And get this, it can measure up to 20 inches or even more with the extension. Stuck with a diesel injector that won't budge? This tool might just make your day a whole lot easier. Say hello to the Laser Tools Air Hammer Extractor, a smart tool that takes the pain out of removing stubborn injectors. Instead of wrestling with them, this tool hits them 4,500 times per minute to shake them loose. The really cool part? It doesn't just push like regular tools, it can pull too. Works great with all the major brands, Siemens, Denso, and Bosch. Just hook it up to your air compressor at 6.2 bar pressure, and you're good to go. Sure, $500 isn't cheap, but think about all the time you'll save. Always tap the injector lightly with a brass hammer before using this tool. It helps break up any carbon buildup. Transform your everyday drill into something more powerful. This clever $75 attachment lets your drill cut like a pro saw. You'll get 3 different blades, 5 to 6 inches long, that can handle all sorts of cutting jobs. Here's a tool that makes removing linoleum and carpet a breeze. Weighing just 25 pounds, this floor stripper is light enough to carry around, but strong enough to get the job done. It spins super fast, 5,800 times per minute, to lift old flooring without damaging what's underneath. You get 7 different blades for different types of flooring, and they all fit nicely in the included storage case. The handle comes off too, which is perfect when you're working on stairs or in tight spots like hallways. It's like having an extra pair of hands doing all the hard work. Start in a corner and work backwards toward the door. That way you won't trap yourself in the room with nowhere to step. If you've ever installed a deck, you know it can be a real pain in the back. Literally. There are lots of different ways to install deck boards, and they all used to mean spending hours on your knees with expensive special tools. But this clever device from CAMO Fasteners has changed all that. The CAMO drive is like a magic wand for deck building. It's an attachment that works with most power drills. And here's what makes it special. It works with any kind of decking material or installation method you choose. Whether you're using hidden fasteners, face screws, or edge screws, this tool has got you covered. The best part? You can do all your deck fastening while standing up. No more crawling around on your knees all day. This means less back pain, less fatigue, and way more comfort while you work. In fact, builders say they can finish jobs about 5 times faster with the CAMO drive compared to traditional methods. At $170, it might seem like a bit of an investment. But think about it. If you're doing any amount of deck work, it'll pay for itself pretty quickly in time saved and fewer trips to the chiropractor.